This is Proverbs 2 and verse 20. It says, wisdom crieth without, she uttereth her voice in the streets. Salaki. It says, wisdom crieth without, she uttereth her voice in the streets. She crieth in the chief place of concords.
All right, we already said, we just had to come back from a different tape. The brother tape went out, but we established that as being the agora, right? The place of business, right? Go ahead.
In the opening of the gates.
Go ahead.
In the city, she uttereth her voice. Her words, saying.
Uttered her voice. How she uttered her voice? By the men, the prophets, out here on the highways and byways, man. This is how wisdom is uttered her voice, man. We out here reading these scriptures. Go ahead. All right.
What's our Israelites?
Con, man.
I already know, huh?
All right.
It says, how long ye simple ones will love simplicity.
How long will ye simple ones love simplicity? How long will you simpletons love this foolish way of life? Jake just passed by. Hey, I'm Benjamin. I know I'm an Israelite. He got dreads, but he keep pushing on down the street. So he's rejected the word.
You know you're supposed to do something with it. Don't hide the penny.
You know?
Don't hide it, man.
Isaiah 1 and 3.
It's the book of Isaiah 1 and verse 3. And it says, the ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib.
These are two stubborn animals, man. They know their master. They know where they get fed at. They know where their stalls at. They know where they can live and get out the rain at, and keep dry. And they know where they can get fed, and where they trough is at, right? And get water. Go ahead.
And it says, oh, the ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. But Israel does not know.
Israel does not know. Go ahead.
My people doth not consider.
They don't know who their master is, and nor do they consider. Because we've been here, we didn't have just a group of Jake stop to inquire, but we've had more walk by on the other side of the street and right through here. So they don't even consider. You know? They have no care. Jake talking about here Israelite, we kept going. He's not considering also.
You should have saluted us and, dealt with us. It says, sinful nation.
A sinful nation.
A people laden. And that word right there, laden, is weighed.
Weighed is heavy on Israel. Layers and layers of sin is heavy on. Right? It's heavy on. Go ahead.
Sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity, a seed of evildoers.
Seed of evildoers. So when their sins weigh on them and weigh on them and weigh on them, what do? They go out and do foolish shit. They do. The Lord told us that don't let our sins weigh us down.
Right?
But when them sins weigh Jake down, they go out and do other dumbass shit.
Get super high, wanna,
get a pistol.
Rob shit.
Exactly.
They trying to negate the curses by robbing other people's shit instead of taking, It says, sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity, a seed of evildoers. Children that are corrupters.
Children that are corrupters, man. Go ahead.
They have forsaken the Lord.
They have forsaken the Lord, man. They shun their hand at Yahweh Shem Yahushua in His word. It's right here in front of you. We out here in the agora, in the gates. This is how wisdom is crying out through the men, but they walk right by, man.
They have provoked the Holy One of Israel unto anger.
They have provoked him unto anger. That's why he's getting ready to destroy them with a righteous anger, man. That's why he's getting ready to take Israel out. And they're not gonna know it when it happens. It's gonna come upon them suddenly, man. Isaiah 65 and 11.
Real quick, just to add to, because Jake don't want to come out of that madness, man. This is Romans 13 and verse 11. And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep.
Not that sleep that you slobbering all over yourself with your CPAP machine on. It's a spiritual sleep. Waking up to who you are, man. Waking up to who the Lord and His Son is. And what they're all about, their names, coming out of the spiritual stupor that you're in. Go ahead.
And that knowing the time, that it is now high time to awake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than we believe.
Our salvation is nearer than when we first believed. The deliverance from our enemies, man, is right around the corner. And before that deliverance of our enemies come, there's got to be trials. There got to be tribulations. They got to be more distresses, man.
That fire.
It's got to be that fire. You got to be purified. You got to go through the fire, man. And 2/3 are getting ready to be hit, and they ain't gonna know what hit them. You know, 65. I said. They ain't gonna even know what hit them.
A little bit more on this. It says, "For now is our salvation nearer than we believe." Isaiah 65.
Because when we came in the truth, some brothers came in, apostles 30 years, 28, 29 years ago. This salvation is nearer than when they even first believed. Now us brothers been in 7, 8, 9. Some of us been in a year or two. The salvation is nearer than it was 2 years ago for some brothers, 7 years ago for some, 13 for some, 15, 20. It's close.
That's the penny a day. It says some came in at the early, some came in at the last hour, man. But we still gonna get that same payment. 65 and what out?
11.
It says, "But as ye are they that forsake the Lord."
You just read they forsake the Lord, right? Okay, go ahead, read it.
But ye are they that forsake the Lord, that forget my holy mountain.
They forget the holy mountain, right? Israel is the holy mountain, man. Go ahead.
That prepare a table for that truth.
Prepare a table for that truth. This is martial law, right? That's what the Lord is preparing for you 2/3. That's what's gonna catch you totally off guard. That's why we out here sighing and crying, man. They're trying to warn you and tell you to come back.
Ain't gonna be no club shows in the martial law hour.
You know? Ain't gonna be no open mic night. The stars are shining, the rain is flowing, and the flows are showing. Everybody's snapping. Ain't gonna be none of that,
man. Groovy. You know, hey, it's not. It's gonna be darkness. It's gonna be a cry for wine. And it says, "But ye are they that forsake the Lord, that forget my holy mountain, that prepare a table for that truth, and that furnish the drink offering unto that number."
Unto that number, 2/3, man. Y'all finna get caught by martial law. These Gurkha troops, man. They are not gonna show mercy on you, man. Esau is preparing. When you read Rex 84 and Project Megiddo, they got a project assigned for you, Jakes, man.
Dedicated for you.
Bringing tanks through the neighborhood. Them tanks can run right through your house, man. They can flatten your house with no problem.
Esau got futuristic weapons he ain't brought out yet. That's what he been plotting on for y'all. Them laser guns, that's for you, Jakes. He already got the world to do his missiles and shit. So if he gonna whip them out, that's gonna be for Jakes. You know, this man is gonna show that he hates us, man. He shows us now. Because what do? They go home and say, "Oh, look at them niggas, man. They don't love us. They see us in their neighborhoods. They want to call the police, man." So that Most High is gonna show that this man does not have no love for us. He's not supposed to. We're not out here yelling that, "Oh, Esau's supposed to love us." We want Esau to come back in that old stead.
I got a scripture back up on that. This is Malachi 1 and 4. It says, "Whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord have indignation."
And how do we know this man's the border of wickedness? The brother said it beautifully earlier. He said, "Look, the water's defiled, the food is defiled. Look what's happened since Esau has ruled the world. Now you have something called GMOs, genetically altered organisms. You got people that's eating fast food and they don't even know what they're eating, man. You have low pH food out here, man. So that's the border of wickedness where this white man rules. There's nothing good coming out here, man. There's nothing good. The animals are dying. If you want to see something that's sad, man, go to the extinct animals list. They'll show you animals that have been around about 5 years ago that aren't around no more. And how did those animals get extinct? Who is ruling right now? Black men don't rule multi-billion-dollar corporations. Do we rule those things?
No.
You know, go ahead.
It says, Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. He covered the face of the judges thereof.
Right here.
If not, where and who is he?
Who is it? You don't see it. You've never seen a Chinese man with this. They got their own gods. They got their own things. They don't go after that. The Ishmaelites don't go after that. They got their own thing. But who did this? By the way of this right here. Iconoclasm. When you paint your images over the images of an existing icon. That's what they're doing. That's what they've done. Keep going up. I mean, that's it on that. That's it on that. You want to get something else for you?
Well, I can get something with you.
Okay, go ahead, man.
We'll go back into
Isaiah.
Yeah, that's 65 we was in.
And it says, therefore, I will number you to the sword.
So the Lord is going to number you to the sword. That's one of his swords, man. That truth. You know?
It says, and I will number you to the sword, and ye shall all bow down to the slaughter.
You're going to bow down to this horrible death. You're going to be screaming for the Lord, trying to figure out that name. And you're not going to have it. And Esau going to be doing all kind of treacherous, evil shit to you. He going to be raping your women and raping your little boys. Just coming in, blowing your head all over the wall, man. It's getting ready to happen, man.
Yep. What's it called? Something judgment, where they shoot you on spot. There's a name for it or some shit.
Judicate.
Yeah, something like
Judication on the spot. Give me Jeremiah 15:2.
It's the book of Jeremiah. It says, and it shall come to pass.
Wait a minute.
Death to death. Yeah, death to death. Yeah, that's death to death. This is Jeremiah 15 and verse 2. And it reads, and it shall come to pass, if they say unto thee, whither shall we go forth? Then thou shalt tell them, thus saith the Lord, such as are for death to death.
Such as for death to death, man. Go ahead.
It says, such as are for death to death.
Death to death. So you're going to be destroyed, right? Part of that is martial law, that death to death. Part of that is thermonuclear destruction. You know? Part of that is a sedition among men that's going to take place. You getting beat upside your head with a brick.
Debo style.
Come on, go ahead.
And it says, such as for death to death, and such as for sword to the sword.
Sword to the sword, man. That martial law. And the thermonuclear destruction once again. Because the Lord said it's going to be his sword. Letting Esau get busy on you.
Shall plead, yup.
You know, go ahead.
And such as for the sword to the sword, and such are for the famine to the famine.
The famine to the famine, man. Hunger. People starving, man. The Most High killing people with starvation right now.
Yep.
It's going to be more worse in the future. You're going to be eating your kids. They tell you that in the curses.
Yep.
But you're going to be eating your kids, man. Y'all women going to be sharing each other's kids, man.
Yep. Cook them up today, and we'll cook mine tomorrow. You know, that's what they were doing back then.
You know, go ahead.
And it says, as for the sword to the sword, and as for the famine to the famine, and such as for the captivity to the captivity.
To the captivity, to the captivity, man. We've been in captivity. What? This is the last one.
Yep.
You know, we've been in Syrian captivity, the Babylonian captivity, the Greece captivity, the Romans, and we're in America right now. Egyptian captivity. You know?
Now we're in the last of it.
We're in the last stages, man. Our last captivity. You know? Esau, you know, you got to put you that captivity of being in concentration camps one last time.